Hello there, good morning, and nice to see all of you again. I'm excited because this is our fourth topic for this schedule. Now, again, this is Teacher Jerry, and I hope you get your pencils and your paper ready because we are about to start our lesson for today. Are you ready? Let's begin now. Our topic for this session or this topic is comparing and ordering of numbers. I want you to say it with me. Again, let's do it. Comparing and ordering of numbers. Now, let's proceed. Now, before we would continue, I'd like us to learn new words, which I believe would be very important for you to understand our topic for today. Let's go. Let's start with greater than. Everybody say greater than. Greater than. And how do you spell greater than? Let's start with G-R-E-A-T-E-R, greater, T-H-A-N, than, greater than. Which means there's more, there's a lot, there's many. Let's move to the next one. Less than. Everybody say less than. This time, let's spell the word less than. That's L-E-S-S, less, and T-H-A-N, than. Less than. A little, a few, or of course, lesser than a certain number. Let's move to the next one. Symbol. Say it with me. Symbol. Do you spell symbol correctly? Let's find out. S-Y-M-B-O-L. Symbol. And the fourth one is compare. Say it with me. Compare. Let's spell the word compare. C-O-M-P-A-R-E. Compare. And the last one is equal. Say it with me. Equal. And let's spell the word equal. E-Q-U-A-L. Equal. Now, I'd like you to see this picture because we are going to learn something from this. What is this animal, by the way? That is correct. That is a crocodile. A big crocodile, for that matter. Can you see the mouth of the crocodile? It's open wide. And a big mouth of the crocodile will eat a certain number, as you can see in this illustration. We have number 9 and number 5. Which one do you think will the crocodile eat? Is it the bigger number or the greater than number, which is 9? Or the less than, which is 5? As you can see in the picture, the crocodile is going to eat the bigger or the greater number, which is 9. Let's take a look at this illustration. Again, this is the big, huge mouth of a crocodile. And it's about to eat, again, a bigger number, which is number 9. So which means a big crocodile mouth or crocodile's mouth will be eating number 9. Now, the question is, what are these crocodiles going to do in order for us to understand our topic for today? We'll find out in the next few more slides. Okay? Now, we have some more illustrations. I'm pretty sure you are excited to see what are these illustrations or pictures all about. I'm sure you are familiar with the Avengers. This one is Hawk, the strong green Hawk. Although this is blue in the picture. And this is Hawk during the times that he's not yet the Hawk green monster that he is. This one is Superman. I like Superman. This is Clark Kent, the human. And this is Superman, our superhero. And this is Spider-Man. This is him when he has a costume. And this is him without his attire or usual costume, which is the Spidey. Now the question, which one, or between the two, which one is greater, which one is lesser when we talk about the strength? Okay? Is it set A or picture B? If your answer is A, then you are correct. Who is greater in this part? If your answer is letter B, then you are correct. Let's move to the last one. Who is stronger or greater than as we want to use it. If you answer letter A, then you are also correct. Let's move to the next one, right? Now you could see another illustration and another picture. We have in here a big diamond ring and a cute tiny little ring. Question is, which one is greater and which one is lesser when we talk about the amount or the value? Definitely you might say that this one looks bigger, so probably this is greater, which I would say yes, you are correct. And this one is, of course, is lesser value because this is smaller, and this one, as we always call it, is less than. Now we have in here money. As you can see, there's a lot of money in here, which is in Thai baht. And we have the satang, or the coins that we usually use. The question is, which one is greater in value and which one is lesser in value? What do you think? If your answer is letter A, then you are correct. Because 1,000, or I would say thousands of baht, are far greater in value as compared to these pictures we have, which is in satang. Let's move to the next one. Now, remember, we are talking about the greater and the less than, or the greater than or the less than. We have in here figures or numbers which would tell us exactly the amount or the certain numbers that would tell us the value for each. 3,892 as compared to 991. Remember, we have a crocodile in here, the big mouth of the crocodile that would tell us if the crocodile would eat the bigger number, then his mouth should be facing the bigger amount or the bigger figures. Let's count the number. How would you know which one is bigger? Always remember, look for the number of digits. When we say digits, this is the number of these items or numbers that you have in here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go back in here. Okay. Okay, there you go. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, there are 4 digits. And 1, 2, and 3, there are 3 digits. Which one do you think has a bigger value? The one with 4 digits or the one with 3 digits? You are correct. The answer is the one with more number of digits, and that is the 4 digits for the 3,892 as compared to the 991, which only has 90 or 3 digits. Therefore, 3,892 is greater than 991. Remember, look at the alligator or the crocodile that we have in here. The mouth looks like the symbol that we are going to use. Greater than, which means the bigger number is always going to have this symbol which shows that it is greater than or more than. Now, we need to answer some of the questions. Are you ready? Because I am now ready to help you with this. Let's take a look. We have the first example in here. 9,811 compared to 642. Which one is bigger? If your answer is 9,811, then we have to use a symbol to show that this is greater than the other. Remember the mouth of the crocodile. It has to eat or it has to face the bigger number. Look at these numbers. 1,110 compared to 311. How many digits do we have on the first? You are correct. There are 4 compared to the 3 that we have on the second. So what symbol should we be using? The mouth of the crocodile should be facing the bigger number. 8,634 as compared to 999. Looking at the number of digits, we have 4 against 3. What is the answer then? If your answer is the first one, then you are correct. I'm going to leave you questions number 4, 5, and 6 for you to answer. I'll give you time to do it. Let's move on to our next set of examples. 638 compared to 1,927, which has the bigger number? Remember, always look at the number of digits. 3 compared to 4. So we're going to choose this one. 827 against 2,973. Remember, the way to answer it is look for the number of digits. How many do you see? And how many do you see in here? This is 3, and there are 4 digits in here. So which means this has a bigger value or greater value. 575 compared to 6,037, which has the bigger value? If your answer is 6,037, then you are correct. Again, I'm going to leave you with the next 3 more examples. If you are ready, have your mom or your dad check your answers so we would know if you were able to get things correctly. Now, there are actually 4 ways on how to know which one is greater and which one is lesser. The first one that I have given you is the number of digits. 4 digits against 3 digits. We'll always look for the one with the bigger value. And that is, of course, if it has more digits on it. The second one that you would know or that you would use to know if it's greater than or less than is when you talk about the place value. Say it with me. Place value. Now, when you say place value, remember on our previous lessons, we have the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. Again, we have the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. Now, place them one below the other as before. Look at the example. We have 8,326 and 5,810. This time, we're going to write it one above the other. 5,810 and the other one is 8,326, which is placed on top of the former. Let's take a look. Take the digits in the thousands place. Let's try. This is ones, tens, hundreds, and the thousands. Tell me, on the first one, what is the place value of 8? That is the thousands. What is the place value of the 5? That is also in thousands. The question now, without looking at the next 3 numbers, which one is more? Is it 8 or is it 5? If your answer is 8, then you are correct because this is the greater or greater than 8 is greater than 5. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's continue. We have another example in here, or examples that would help us to understand it better. Again, 8,926 compared to 9,634. Remember our first rule? Put that on top of the other. Now, what do you think is the symbol that I used? Remember our rule earlier? The mouth of the crocodile should always place or should always look on the bigger number. So this is 8,926 or 9,634. Which one is bigger? Which one is lesser? This is something that you have to think about. If this is correct, you tell me on our next session. If this is wrong, you also tell me. Because remember, the bigger the number, it is going to be eaten by a crocodile. Now, I want you to ask your mom or your dad if this is correct. I'm going to tell you the answer once we see each other. Now, let's take a look at these examples. 1,635 and 2,938. Which one is bigger? Definitely, this one is bigger. Okay? Let's take a look. Which one is bigger? Question number 2. So this is 9,726 as compared to 6,637. Which one is bigger? Let's take a look at question number 3 and question number 4. If you got already the answer, show your dad or your mom so you would know if your answers are correct. Let's move on to the next slide, shall we? You have to compare, this time by hundreds, if the thousands are the same. Thousands now are in 8, while the hundreds are in 3 and 2. Did you get the idea? Let's take a look at the next one. So, if this is going to be the case, both are in 3,000, but the hundreds are in 2 and in 7. Which one is bigger? That is correct. Which one is bigger? That is correct. Let's move to the next one. Compare the ones in tens. 8,328 or 26 and 85. What is the bigger number then? Is it the first or the second? So since it's the second, you're going to choose this as the bigger number. Let's answer one of this, and I'd like you to answer the rest of it with your dad or your mom. 3,149 against 3,448. And the bigger number is? Last example, 4,807 and 4,078. This is the bigger number. Okay? I'm going to answer only one, and the rest of it would be answered by you. Arrange the numbers in ascending order. We're looking at the thousands. So I would start with 3,682. What do you think would follow next? 7,341. What comes next? Both are in 9,000. And we have to consider the hundreds. 9,521. And the last one is 9,845. Can you do the second two or the second examples? And the third? If you are ready, then show it to your mom. This one is in the descending order from highest to lowest or greater than to lower than or less than. Which one is the greatest? If you've answered 8,424, then you are correct because this has the biggest value or number, followed by 7,432. What comes next after 7? Then you have 6,231. And the least, of course, is 1,854. I want you to answer the second and the third because that's going to be part of our last example. This is the worksheet that I want you to do. I want you to copy it now, and when you come back in here, we're going to answer this with your classmates. I hope you learned something for today. Our topic is about, of course, greater than or less than in comparing numbers. Bye-bye and see you again. I hope to see you the soonest.